Hi everyone, welcome back to another video from Wesknows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be doing an initial impressions review of the Huawei Band 7. So this little thing here was actually released in Europe just on the 16th of June 2022. Today's the 18th of June. We've got the tracker with us, so let's get into this initial impressions review. If you are new to Wesknows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way. So as I've just mentioned, the Huawei Band 7 has actually been released to Europe on the 16th of June 2022. Now, you may have noticed this is actually a new range of smartwatches for Huawei coming out. So we had the Huawei Watch Fit 2, which came out about a month ago, and now the Huawei Band 7. So we saw that with the Fit 2, it wasn't a completely brand new smartwatch. It was an update to the original Fit. So with the Watch Fit 2, the case has actually stayed around the same size. It was actually the screen that was stretched out because of the thinner bezels. We saw similar kind of material, similar functionality, just everything was slightly improved, even the optical heart rate sensor on the back. Now with the Huawei Band 7, a very similar situation. So the Huawei Band 6 was a revolutionary tracker that actually changed how we see fitness trackers. Previously there were just these slabs of plastic that had a big area, a surface area of black glass, and in the middle you had a small AMOLED panel. Well, the Huawei Band 6 actually brought around this design. So more square, less oval, and you have a full display, a full AMOLED display, bezel to bezel, edge to edge. So the Huawei Band 7 follows in the same tradition, but now it gives you slightly thinner bezels, a slightly smaller case. Display quality is the same, 286 ppi and so forth. But I will tell you all about these things in the next sections. So first off, we'll cover off the design of the tracker, then we'll get onto the display, and then we'll talk about the features and functions of the all-new Huawei Band 7. So without further ado, let's get into the design of this fitness tracker. In regards to the design of the Huawei Band 7, it is very similar. In fact, it's almost the same to the specs of the Huawei Band 6, which came out a year ago. So let's have a chat. First of all, we start with the watch case. Now you will notice that again, this is not a plastic case. It is actually an aluminium alloy. The great thing about the aluminium alloy is that it's super duper light. So this track without the straps on is just 16 grams. This is unbelievable. This is really feather light. Now when you wear it on you, you don't feel it. You forget all about it. And what really helps forgetting about wearing a tracker is the battery life. It's not an Apple Watch which you have to remember to charge every night. No. 14 days of typical usage, that's what the manufacturer claims. Now I've only had the tracker for 2 days, so I can't say if the 14 days will actually come true. I doubt it will. Usually with typical usage you're looking at about 30% less than what the manufacturer claims. So you're looking at about 10 days usage from this fitness tracker. Anyways, let's keep going. So we've got one button on the right hand side of the watch face. Now this is not just a power button, it's actually a function button as well. So by pressing on the button, it actually gets you to the main screen where you see all your apps and widgets. You will also notice that you have tapered straps which are actually attached to the case. But if previously you only had the proprietary straps which you could get from a Huawei website which would click into the case, now it's a completely different story, because now these are actually quick release straps. So yes, they may still be proprietary, but they're no longer as painful, because previously you could really break a nail by going in and actually unclipping a tab that was attaching the strap to the watch case. Now it's very simple. You actually have a small metal lever, you can see it right there, so it works like a usual quick release strap. You basically pull down once and the strap comes off. Nice and simple. So there we go, really happy about this change on the Huawei Band 7. Also, you will notice that the actual strap is silicone, so it's super soft. It's very comfortable to wear. There's no irritation of any kind after prolonged wear. We saw exactly the same band in the Huawei Band 6, and the quality is absolutely superb. You will also notice that the strap is rather thin, and that is a good thing. Also, you've got quite a few holes here, so your wrist always gets enough ventilation, so it doesn't get too sweaty nor too hot. So that's great. In regards to the clasp on the strap, it is the classic watch type clasp, and that is the best clasp you can get. We've seen so many different variations on Wesknows, Tech News and Reviews, from all the different smartwatches and fitness trackers. But if you want the most convenient sort of clasp, if you want to be able to take it off quickly as well as put it on quickly, well, the watch type clasp is the best clasp to have. On the back of the Huawei Band 7, we've got a plastic case with the optical heart rate sensor on the back here. Now, this optical heart rate sensor is actually using TrueScene 4.0, and that is slightly less powerful than TrueScene 5.0, which you would see on the more premium model, the Huawei Watch Fit 2, as well as Huawei Watch GT3. Nonetheless, this thing cost me just 30 quid. You can get it from the official Huawei website for £50 or $60. So I actually got it so cheap because I bought it on AliExpress. If we talk about the dimensions of the watch, it's 44.4 by 26 by just 10 millimeters. So it's only sitting up a centimeter high on top of your wrist. And considering the watch case is actually well rounded and so thin, you don't get it catching onto your shirt sleeve, your jumper sleeves, and so forth. So very comfortable to wear indeed. Now let's talk about the display of the Huawei Band 7, because there is stuff to be mentioned. Without further ado, let's do it. So now let's talk about the display on the Band 7. So this is a 1.47-inch AMOLED display. It is touch activated, meaning that it supports slides as well as taps. As I've mentioned, you've got the button to help you out here as well. Now back to the screen. So this is 1.47 AMOLED. If we talk about resolution for this screen size, it's absolutely amazing. We are talking 194 by 368 pixels. That pops out 286 ppi. Now definitely 286 pixels per inch is a great result, but the Huawei Watch Fit 2, which is slightly more expensive, in fact about 3 times more expensive, does get you 336 ppi. Nonetheless, 286 for this price, that's absolutely great. In regards to always on display, yes, you finally get it on the Huawei Band 7. This must be one of the first budget trackers in the world to offer always on display. Now, in regards to auto brightness, this thing doesn't support it, simply because it doesn't have an ambient light sensor. So what you get are 5 levels of brightness. I've got mine set to about 4 because that's bright enough in direct sunlight. And the functionality that the Band 7 gets, as well as the Band 6 actually, is that you have a toggle button in the display menu here. So even though you don't get auto brightness, you can actually dim your watch automatically when surrounded by darkness, so in the night time. So you will have that toggle available in the menu, and in one of my shorts I will be showing you how to use that functionality. Now that's about it for the display. Let's get onto the rest of the features and functions of this great tracker. Considering the Huawei Band 7 is a fitness tracker, let's talk about the fitness functionality first. So first of all, we've got 96 sport modes here. All of them are goal-based. Goal-based means that you can set an objective or goal for any exercise you find on the actual watch. So you can set yourself a distance goal if you're walking or running or cycling, or you can set yourself a calories to be burnt goal, or maybe a time goal. So let's say you want to run for 1 hour. You set it up for 1 hour, and in 1 hour it will vibrate and let you know that you've basically achieved the goal set. Also, you've got swimming modes here, because this watch is actually 580M waterproof. So up to 50 meters you should be fine if it's not for a prolonged time. So when you do take it to the pool, you actually get the option to customize the length of your pool. So So it would calculate the number of lengths you have swum. So this watch does give you your SWOLF value as well. Now this watch auto recognizes your swim stroke, so your backstroke, your breaststroke, as well as freestyle. You also get 4 auto-recognized activities: walking, running, elliptical training, as well as the rowing exercise. So now there is a bonus feature for the Huawei Band 7, and I find this very useful if you're just a gymmer, if you like to be exercising outside, or if you're a runner. So check this out. You get the running ability index, the training load over the last 7 days, you get the recovery time, as well as VO2 max. So you would expect these kind of features on a very premium sport watch, or maybe a premium smartwatch, but you wouldn't expect to see all 4 on such a budget fitness tracker. So big thank you, Huawei. Earlier in the video I have mentioned that Huawei Band 7 uses TrueSync technology 4.0 for its optical heart rate sensor on the back here. What does TrueSync 4.0 mean? Well, in essence, it means that currently Huawei Band 7, the cheapest tracker in the Huawei family, is going to be using the optical heart rate sensor technology from its flagship models of the previous year. Because in 2022, Huawei GT3, Huawei Watch Fit 2, they all use TrueSync 5.0. But that makes sense. This one is the cheapest, the other ones are in the premium range. Anyways, I've actually done a heart rate accuracy test, and I will be posting the results of that test in the next couple of days. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and watch those videos. Now, unfortunately, even though there are 96 sport modes, this watch does not get inbuilt GPS. So you will have to carry your phone with you to measure your distance and the speed at which you ran or cycled. So that is a slight downer, but then again, I think it's better having no GPS than a crappy GPS in your budget fitness tracker. Also, you can't actually download any music or other media to your watch because there's no inbuilt storage. In regards to other sensors, well, this watch can monitor your stress continuously. It can monitor continuously your SpO2, aka blood oxygen saturation. It also does a really good job at tracking and monitoring your sleep because it does use True Sleep Technology 2.0. True Sleep Technology from Huawei is quite famous because it has been developed in conjunction with the Harvard Medical School. So after you slept, not only do you see a chart with a breakdown of your sleep patterns, including your deep sleep, light sleep, and REM sleep, as well as your awake times and going to bed times, you also get recommendations on how to improve your sleep. And these recommendations will be provided with references to medical research to back up those comments. You can download absolute tons of watch faces from the Huawei Health app onto the watch. Some of them are modular. That means that you can actually customize them to show you the information you want to see, such as battery life, steps, heart rate, maybe the calories burnt, and so forth. So of course this tracker does bring quite a few very premium features to you for a very low price. Now, of course, it doesn't get all the premium functions that you would expect from a Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 or an Apple Watch, or maybe even the Huawei Watch GT3, but then again, you're paying a very budget price. This is the entry model into the Huawei smartwatch range. Now, although I understand that this is a fitness tracker, it's got so many functionality and features that I simply can't just call it a fitness tracker, especially the fact that it's got a button on the side, making this fitness tracker as functional as a smartwatch. Anyways, what can I say? Well, to sum it up, I've already done a couple of heart rate accuracy tests, as well as skip counts, as well as gym exercise tests with this band. I love it because it's so light, it doesn't get in the way of things. When I sleep, it doesn't tug at my wrist, it doesn't get caught. I'm absolutely in love with the Huawei Band 7. I think this is one of the best budget trackers I've seen to date. Now, sooner rather than later, the Xiaomi Mi Band 7 will be arriving, so I think that is also going to be a breakthrough tracker. But until that time I actually get it, the Huawei Band 7 is my favorite fitness tracker. It's got so much premium functionality for such a low price. This is a great all-rounder. Anyways, thanks for watching the initial impressions review of the Band 7. If you did enjoy it, please drop me a like. If you want to see more of the same, if you want to see the tests that we have performed, then please hit the red subscribe button below the video to make sure you don't miss those exciting tests. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.